Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You watching my channel, Mr. 14, and I'm back doing a review of BET Presents the Encore Season 1, Episode 4, Questionable Queen. Alright, so before I get started, see this ticket down here? Please follow my social media accounts. Twitter is Mizzle_grown, and Instagram is Mr. Grown. I appreciate everyone who stuck on my channel. So if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified for all my videos, and also share my videos, and also put a comment down below if you need to put a comment down. And I appreciate everyone who's stopping by. I do reviews, not just only that. I did catfish video reviews, so if you like catfish, check my catfish review. I do a love at the lockup, put a ring on it, and a lot of other shows that's coming out. Every Sunday I do a lives at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, so check me out on my lives and enjoy. So let's get together and let's do this review right now. That's what y'all came for, right? So it's the Encore. So once again, I'm going to show the ladies that's in this show, and then I do a review. So the Encore. So we have 9 ladies supposed to be forming a super R&B girl group. So we have Nivea right here. Nivea, she was a solo artist, you know. Then we got Shamari from Black. Then we got Pam from Total. Then we have Keely, Broken Promises, from 3LW and Cheetah Girls. Right below Broken Promises, we have the twins, Felicia and Fallon from Cherish. Then we have Aubrey O'Day from Danny Kane. And then we have Lamisha and Irish from 702. Okay? All right, so the episode started when it ended last week. You know, that big blowout between the twins and Misha. You know, Misha got in her room, was cursing the twins out. I can't stand no bees. I'm ready to go home. I can't stand them. It was a lot that she was saying. And then Felicia was like, she is taking too much. She needs to take a step back. And then after they said they're going to take a step back on the songs and everything, so I was like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? So if they take a step back, twins, and write no songs, who going to be writing? Nobody else is stepping up and writing and producing. So this is crazy. So Shamari said, this is ridiculous. We need to get in a booth and start writing some songs and putting some songs together. And I'm ready to go. Like, we don't have to wait for these girls. We don't have to wait for them. Are you ready to get in the booth? I'm ready to get in the booth. Like, can we just lay some tracks down? Like, let's go. I love Shamari this episode. I was like, all right, Shamari. And she was doing this. So it was like, I do agree with Shamari. It's like, we don't have to wait for these girls. Our goal is to produce 5 songs by the end of this process. We need to get together and let it go. All this drama and this hostility towards each other, it needs to stop. And let's get this record together. So the twins feel like Misha is intimidated by them. It's like, and I do feel like that, because Misha always had this thing that, oh, the twins is always after her. She can't stand it. They always lead it. It probably stems from her fear and her hurt and her resentment towards Mila and her own group, 702, because Mila was taking on the shine and she had on the leads. And because before Mila got in the group, I guess Misha was supposed to be lead. And then when Mila got in there, then Mila took on the lead. So it kind of resentment from that. So I guess she rejecting on the twins that they could be Mila, like they taking over her shine. This is her part, this is her moment. But I said, Misha, you're not really singing and dancing well. It's like, so you are part of one of the weakest link. So I don't think you should be getting lead or something like that. And you got to prove yourself. You're not proving anything. Yes, the twins could be a bit much, but the delivery are messed up. But everything they mostly said is the truth. It's just that they have a hard time delivering the message correctly. So that's that. And they try to take over because they have been doing a lot of work. And nobody else is putting in the work. So if they put in the work, yes, they're going to have some vocalization. But at the same time, like I said, work with the ladies and not monopolize things and just come together as collective unit. That's what it's supposed to be. So yes, that happened. So the twins say, you know what, we need to apologize and let's get it together and let's move forward, because we're going to take this almost through our whole process, hating each other. So they wanted to talk to Misha and see that Misha was ready to talk to them. So they said, knock on the door. Misha said, who is it? Felicia Fallon. You want to come in? He said, come in. So Misha didn't fully trust the twins, but she said she was ready to move on. Basically, I think it was Fallon was apologized and said, I'm sorry what's going on, everything. We do believe in you. We do want you to be here. We do want you to be in the process. I want you to think that we are shutting you out and not want you to be around. We do admire you and we do respect you. And Misha apologized too, and they said we're gonna move forward and bury the hatchet and just work on this project to the end. So I said, okay, good. Let's just at least get that over with and done because I was getting sick and tired of that. So we got Pufferface Aubrey was talking to Elijah, right? Talking to Elijah, and she was telling him that how the girls is not really getting together well, they're not really compromising. We had some songs and things not going well, and it's not connecting with each other. And then she ended up telling him about the twins, saying that the twins said, "Oh, Elijah know what's up. He knows one of the things going down. When we walk in the womb, he knows the deal and everything." Basically, kind of shaded him and telling him that he's not good enough, that he's not good at the twins and cut the writing. But come to Elijah, people say Elijah have a well collection of body of work that he's really successful in, and he did his accolades in this episode. And I could say that yes, they put him as a songwriter, so I will believe that he has a good record, good accolades. So I cannot knock that off. And I don't think Twin would be messed up to even say some type of things. But I would say since when Twin said anything towards Elijah or anything bad blood towards him, they didn't say nothing bad blood towards him. They've been mostly talking about Misha and everything, but they ain't saying nothing about Elijah. So I said, Pufferface Aubrey, what are you doing? Because you was all riding hard with the twins. You was riding so hard with the twins. It's on my face. Riding hard with them. And then all of a sudden now you're gonna stab them in the back and throw them under the bus and make Elijah feel something way about the twins. And he did say something true. He said out of all the girls, they had the least success, which is true. Which is true. Out of all the groups in the house, Cherish had the least found success because it was short-lived with them. Yes, the two twins worked behind the scenes and were successful behind the scenes, but yes, they had the least amount of success as a group. Cherish. So yes, that's true. So he was in his feelings like, oh, all that stuff like that. To tell Pufferface Aubrey that they had the least amount of successful. So no, I have my accolades. I know what's up with me, and I'm good with me. So they're all that. I would say, Pufferface Aubrey, what you doing? And now you're gonna have the twins against you. Like what? What's up? So at the same time, Broken Promises will talk about Pufferface Aubrey behind her back. Pufferface Aubrey heard what Broken Promises was saying. So when she came in, she said, Broken Promises, what's up? What's up? Shut that F up. Shut the F up. It's like that. What are you doing? You do business doing nothing in this house. You don't do nothing. And I had to come and take over your job, something that you're supposed to be doing. You said you was going to be a creative director, and you haven't created nothing. You haven't directed nothing. So what you doing? So instead of saying, have my mind in your mouth, you best to start stepping it up. Because I was doing your work. So Broken Promises said, thank you. So Pufferface Aubrey said, you're welcome, B. You're welcome, B. Everything. And I said, oh, what's that? I was like, that white lady just screaming at Broken Promises. But yeah, Broken Promises was saying that out behind back. And she was saying a lot in the confessionals. She said, well, Pufferface Aubrey is reality TV Gold Star. So that's what she's here and today. She had no talent anyway, so she just here because she make good reality TV. I said, Broken Promises, it seems like you make good reality TV too yourself. You're on the confessionals and creating all this drama behind the scenes and flipping on girls and stuff. You still haven't done anything in this episode. In this, you haven't still done anything yet. You haven't created direct nothing yet, but still always have a drink in your hand. Like she would stay with a drink in her hand. Yes, she was trying to step up a little bit, but I'll talk about that a little bit because Pufferface Aubrey just shit, just cut her off. So yes, Broken Promises was very impressed about Pufferface Aubrey, and she tried to get all the ladies to turn against Aubrey. I said, you do not need to get the ladies to turn against Pufferface Aubrey. Then Pufferface Aubrey getting the ladies turn against her on her own. You don't need to do that. Let her do it herself and let the ladies see what Pufferface Aubrey truly is. Right? Because this episode, Pufferface Aubrey was doing a lot. And I was like, last episode, we was on mad against Misha. Pufferface Aubrey was doing the same thing what Misha was doing last week. not beat around. We'll get to that. So Cedar got the ladies together and said, "What's up? What's going on?" They said, "Well, we have something, but we not getting together. So songs not getting work done, and we not coming agreeable in a common direction and go." Cedar said, let's cut all that crap. We have a queen for a reason. The queen is supposed to be delegating and get direction and get control under that. So if you're not satisfied what she is doing, then you need to vote on a new queen. Okay?" Basically, and she got them together real quick. I like go see they get the girls together. How the anime character get the real life girls together? She said the queen supposed to delegate. That was part of the mandate for the queen. She delegate roles, she handled disputes, and she hold queen's courts. So if Aubrey said you have to do this, you got to do this, do that, you got to do that. But how Aubrey, Puppet Face Aubrey is not doing what she needs to do. And she trying to delegate and everything. She trying to step up. That's why the ladies voted her, because she was putting on the work, right? So she said, let her lead. If you don't like it, then you can vote on a new girl, basically. And that's point blank, period. And then Cedar said, you have to have a rebrand. The rebrand is what you make of yourself. That's something that people go follow you forever. Like, the TLC and, the WLW, your names, your total. And they have In Vogue and, SWV, Sister with Voices. And a lot of these, Destiny's Child. And that's it. So it's like, you got to have your staple name, a branding of what you gonna call yourself. So, but next time I get on here, I want to know what your branding are and what your name is. So they got to come up with a group name or the branding of themselves. So let's think about that. So it was like, all right, let's get together. Let's get down to it. So Pam said, you know what? I got to bring some order in this house. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get down to the studio and I'm going to bring some God song in this album. And I would say, listen, granted, yes, Pam was very vocal about she don't want to see no sexual songs, no raunchy songs, say anything but to say she want to do gospel songs. I said, girl, you should go to gospel best. Sunday's best or something to do that. That in this type of R&B setting. So they agreed to do at least one inspirational type song to satisfy Pam, everything. So Pam wrote this song called Only God Knows. And it sounds good. She got her pen and paper. She was writing. She was like, yes, yes, yes. Felicia would help with the beat and the song. And it was vibing and grooving. And Pam got in the studio. She slayed her tracks. It sounded well. And this is supposed to be the one song that all the ladies will get together. Talking supposed to be one of them, but they kind of scrapped that. But it's then again, later episode, they said they're going to still do that. So I would say, what is going on? Are they still doing talking and they decided to bring that back? Because all the song they said we're going to scrap, it's back on the board. So I was like, okay. So On the Guards knew all the ladies supposed to be on that, right? And so they was laying on the vocals. And Misha, honey, Misha, you gotta lay off that Newport for hundreds or that more bubbles he's smoking, because you didn't sound great in that particular session. You said, I got this in the heaven. I was like, oh. And I would say, I wrote in my notes, horrible, Misha. Horrible. Like, I didn't like that. And they would say, oh, that's good. I said, good where? Good where? I mean, she is good. So all the ladies is vibing. They like the gospel song. They like that inspirational and everything. It's getting a little emotional and choked up. And Pufferface Aubrey is not feeling it. She's not feeling this at all. She's not the one to be here. And do y'all agree with Pufferface Aubrey? Y'all feeling this type of song? Like, it's a nice song. The way how they were singing it and the words, it seems meaningful. But is it right for this album? I don't know. It would be that song seemed like to be like a bonus song. Like they would have that 5 R&B songs, and that would be like a bonus song, because it's like sometimes you don't really see R&B group sing a gospel. So I said, don't try to have all these gospels up in here. You got that one song. So if that all the songs, everybody's on there. So They supposed to have Pufferface Aubrey on it. Pufferface Aubrey is taking a long time. She ain't even coming down there. They said, where she's at? Where she's at? Because all of they put their tracks on. And I said, even Misha Irish? So I don't know how they sound. Because they threw their track on there. And they waited for Pufferface Aubrey. She is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. They finally got her. And Elijah had to go get her. Because she was in her bed sleeping most of the time. She was in her bed sleeping throughout this episode. I said, what the hell? Why are you sleeping so much, girl? Like she was sleeping, doing what Misha was doing. Misha, every time I said, where Misha? She was in her bed, or she was outside smoking. Pufferface Aubrey was in her bed, snoring out the storm. So that, hey, yes, I'm here. I'm ready to come down there. And baby, Pufferface Aubrey is horrible. Now, granted, Pufferface Aubrey didn't have the best vocals when she was in her own group. Then it came. The vocals were Andrea, Dawn, and D Woods. Shannon and Pufferface Aubrey was the dancers and everything in the group. So this is not really a dance group, Pufferface Aubrey. This is a singer. So when she got in that booth, she sounded really horrible too. Horrible. She said, it had a one of those, her notes was off. And I got to know, how do you know how you know, all over the place. I said, sing the note right. Like you was pitchy, then you was all over the place. You was singing, trying to go off. You try to whip, and I said no. And then the last take, they said, "Oh, that sounds good." She said, "Well, I didn't like it. So we're gonna go with what you said." I said, "I didn't like it either." So I don't know what he was saying because he sounded horrible then. The last take. I guess he said, well, we got to do what we got to do because we're going to be here all day trying to get her to get this next note together. So, that even when Misha was singing on the tracks, and Fallon and Felicia was looking, and so they say they put out that she is trying. It's not the best, but she's trying and it's good, okay? So, I said good energy. Then Pam got the ladies crying and feel type of way about how she went through a lot and all that stuff, and that she turned herself in law and everything. Everybody had the box of tissues. Oh my gosh. Yes. Wipe the tears. And then when Pam was all crying, Kid Broken Promises was to do like this. And she said, ooh, Broken Promises thought real quick, don't touch Pam. Because last time she flipped out when somebody touched her. So Broken Promises thought real quick and not to touch Pam. I was there. She was like, she about to console Pam. And she said, ooh, don't touch her. I started laughing. I said, Broken Promises. Because I know she said, don't lay your hands on me. She said, don't invade my personal space. And she thought real quick what Pam said last time. So she drew track her hand real quick. That was funny. So Broken Promises said, let me step up. Let me do some creative directing today, okay? So she went to talk to Leah, the choreographer, because she got to get these songs together because she needs to know the songs. She actually work on the choreography for these listings. So when she about to talk and everything, and she said, all right. She said, yeah, and I start still getting things together, but Pufferface Aubrey came with a board, said, hey, what's going on? Hug Leah, put her face on Leah, and Leah said, oh, okay. And just completely cut Broken Promises off. And I was like, dang, that was messed up. Like, Broken Promises said, I was up there. And Pufferface Aubrey was going. She said, excuse me. It said it had skeletons there, and then it said we're gonna open up with talking, and then it will be Leave Don't Go. That's an Aubrey group that will have sorry, Shamari, Misha, Nivea, Irish, and Pam. Leave Don't Go. And then it will go with skeletons where we'll have Aubrey, Fallon, and Felicia. Right? So Elise said, okay, I need to know one song is locked in that I could work on starting now so we could get it together. So they said Skeletons is locked in and key. And we'll have Pufferface Aubrey, Fallon, and Felicia. So Shamari said, oh, I want to get on that song. Let me get on that song. I want to get on there. I want to get on Skeletons. and it's okay. And I can do R&B group and do the Skeletons as well. I want to get on the song. I said you better put your stuff together, Shamari, because to be honest, Shamari Nivea does have the best vocals. So it's like she could get in that song. Shamari could sing that song. So Puffface always saying, no, I don't think you should do that and do that because it's going to create divisions and going to create problems with the rest of the group and they're going to feel the type of way. And so everybody said, no, we don't feel the type of way about that. We don't feel no type of way. I said, shut the queen down. And she said, are y'all okay for me doing this? Y'all okay with me? Is it going to be a problem on y'all? They said no. They said, okay, we in it. I said, all right, you better step in, Shamari. Shamari said, move out the way, girl. I'm getting this track. Why? Poof, be gone. You got no control over me to do what else track. Because the queen did not dedicate to say that you can't do songs. They got to do those, but they can't just block you from doing the song. So the twins said, I'm glad that you stepped up and came on the song because we would love to have you. You would be great in the song. So Pokerface Aubrey didn't like that. She said, okay, it's fine, everything. So they're all four of them, Pokerface Aubrey, Felicia Fallon, and Shamari is supposed to work with Aaliyah right now to do the choreography of the Skeletons. Wow, it was all three of them. Pokerface Aubrey was doing the found. She was nowhere near in that dance rehearsal, not even rehearsing. Why at that time, the other ladies was in the booth perfecting the God Only Knows song that Pam wrote. So it was like while they was doing that, and then the choreography, the split into the two groups, it works out and it's productive. It's productivity. Yeah. It being very productive, basically was. And I said, I like that. It was really working well doing that. Now, Pam asked Puffface Aubrey, are you gonna go on the rehearsal? She said no. No. I said, Queen, you the queen, girl. They voted you, right? And it was like they was upset. She said, who dollar made her the queen? Oh yeah, we did. And they started laughing. I said, yeah, girl, y'all all did make her queen. And now she showed her whole behind, right? So Elijah said he needs to talk to the twins. So it was brought to my attention. I said it was sometimes everybody said it was brought to my attention. Like when you go to school, they say it was brought to my attention that you did. I said, who brought what to your attention? Okay, it brought to my attention that y'all was kind of downplaying my accolades, downplaying my role. It said, the twins said, Elijah know what's up. He know when we get in the room and he knows the band down too, basically. Bow down, B-E. Bow down, bitches. And that's what it was. And they said, hold up. Why Pokerface Aubrey would tell him that we said something that we did not say? And if we did say that, why the hell she would go to tell him that? I said, girl, you should know there's no loyalty here, but at the same time, y'all a group, and y'all should not betray each other backs like that. And now they said, no, that's not true. And I said, why they would shoot themselves in the foot like that? I guess Elijah, come on now. And so they said, now the twins don't like Puffface Aubrey. And now Puffface Aubrey doing it all on her own. That's why I say broken promises. You don't need to let the girls and get the girls to betray her. Let she do her own action and they will see what's up. So she's showing it on her own. Because they was, while they was doing, hold up. What was that? Okay, never mind. Yeah, Puffface Aubrey was all trouble with doing that song, the gospel song. So they Cinnamon. I said, where been? We finally got Cinnamon. I said, where have you been, girl? Because we haven't seen you for a while. I said, David, can you get Cinnamon? So Cinnamon said that she listened to the song, Only God Knows. She actually said it was fire. It was nice. Then they said, listen to Skeletons. That was the next song they had on lock. And Cinnamon said the sound is good, but the parts that is not sounding so well is Puffface Aubrey, because her time is all off. And just like the gospel song, Puffface Aubrey was not hitting the notes on the right timing. She was all over the place. He said, I'm gonna know. And she was all over the place. So she was not hitting it. So Cinnamon said, listen, this is the record. We got to do things we got to do. So why not have Shamari sing that or replace Puffaface Aubrey pause and let her do it. And Shamari said, she's not here. That's not going to be right. Not going to be right. And Shamari said in her confessional, she said, I'm not the type of girl who will steal other girl parts. I said, well, you put yourself in a song that you was not visually part of it. So you should be in no problem taking that part. You show up and show out. And the vocals coach said that you would sound good. And the twins said, yes, Shamari would sound good on Puffaface Aubrey parts. Because Puffaface Aubrey parts is not sounding well. It's not blending with everybody else. And here comes Misha. Well, yes, I listened to the song and it's not. That's not. And she was so off. I said, hold up, Misha. Girl, you sound like you was auditioning for a Newport's 100 live rehearsal. Live musical, girl. So you don't have much to say. You sound like you auditioning for a Newport's 100 musical. So, calm it down. But at the same time, it was the truth. Puffaface Aubrey didn't sound well at all. So she was not at the session with Cinnamon either. So later on, they got there, and Puffaface Aubrey said, hey, all beat face and everything. And she said, it's going to be a party tonight. It's going to be some cards. You're going to take your secrets. And yeah, I might not be there if I don't feel well. So I'm going to have Irish, who's my twin. Because Irish always say, hey, twin, hey, twin. I said, twin where? Where all your twins at? I said, I don't know. It must be figurative language because ain't no twins up in here. How since when y'all start calling each other twins? I said, since when y'all got close like that? We didn't know y'all was close like whatever. So she made Irish the 10th queen for the night because Aubrey might not be feeling well. She said, I have a lot of cramps and I was sleeping on the day and all stuff like that. But Broken Promises said every time I walked past, she was on her phone. And that's exactly what she was doing. When they was downstairs having a party, she was on her phone talking to her friend, and she's supposed to be laying down and go to bed. She said, oh, I haven't been sleeping well. I said, girl, you were sleeping all the damn time. You were sleeping throughout the episode. So what are you talking about, Puffaface Aubrey? What are you talking about, girl? So they had that party, and they were talking about secrets. And one of the questions that stood out to me, I ain't going to go to all the questions. The one question that stood out to me was, who in this house should be replaced? I said a lot of girls should be replaced, but it's not my question. So they said, Fallon said, hold up. Misha said, hold up. She said, we're going to be some problems. We're going to be problems. I said, Misha, calm down, girl. She ain't say you yet. So she didn't say Misha. She didn't say Misha. Fallon said, it should be the queen, Puffaface Aubrey, because she hasn't been around. She's MIA throughout the day. She got voted a queen. She hadn't been doing any queen duties, and she just basically just ghosted us most of the sessions and throughout the day. So they would say, yeah, we agree. She shouldn't be around. She should not be here. So we should dethrone the queen. I said, oh, they're going to dethrone her off of her head. So they had to think of a name, and they came up with Evolution, Revolution, Femme, and then it all came down to Blueprint. They said, oh, we like Blueprint. Because they said they're going to try and send how a name that fit all the individuality, and come a collective unit. And Blueprint does sound like, because the Blueprint had different parts that makes up all one collective goal. So I said, Blueprint is nice. They said they gonna staple that as their name. And that's that. That was the episode, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. It seemed like, based on that tweet, they would say Aubrey is gone. Because Aubrey was talking on the phone. She was very displeased. Or her friend. She said, this is not dancing group, this, that, I like this, and it's craziness. And it seems like she's gonna be missing. Because I noticed lately later promos pitched throughout this season, they have Puffaface Aubrey on it. So I was saying, did she leave? Or what happened? Because it seems like next week she's gonna be gone. I said, oh, Puffaface Aubrey, isn't that serious? So tell me how y'all feel, y'all. I know this was long, but it was a good episode. So enjoy it. Put the comment down. Let me know how y'all feel. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later, all right?